2011 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're talking to Josh Lee at JDA Customs. Josh, take a moment. Tell me about your background, please, sir.
Background, JDA Aqua Cutting started in 1995. In 2000, we officially opened JDA Custom. With our manufacturing background with JDA Aqua Cutting, my engineering background, we decided to come out with our own line of products, parts and accessories, and incorporate all of our parts and accessories into custom builds.
Let's take a look at your bike. Let's talk about this build. What were you trying to accomplish with this bike?
Well, when the owner came to us and asked us to build him a bike, he actually had a couple different themes he wanted to go with. And because we do know the customer extremely well, we know he is a watch collector. This particular owner owns over 40 high-end watches, and with his love in watches and motorcycles, we incorporated both of them together.
What was your vision for this bike?
Well, really didn't want to make it rolling advertisement, but to represent what he truly loved, we incorporated a lot of logos into it. Our paint resembles a lot of the high-end watch faces and movements, and like any build, once you think it's done, it's not completely done. So a couple more modifications we're going to do. As far as in our clear gas cap, I want to include and incorporate a watch movement, so that way he could look not only through into his gas tank, but see what time it is.
Let's talk about the fabrication. Let's start at the front end. What do we do at the front?
Fabrication, both wheels are RC component wheels, the ZAR model. We actually went with a single-sided rotor, which is a matching rotor to the wheel. The front end is lowered approximately 2.5 inches, topped with our gold anodized cone fork caps, and the front axle is enclosed by our front axle dress kit.
As we move back, what have you done on the swing arm?
Our swing arm is actually a Roaring Toys 10-inch over 240 swing arm. And we got to give Rob a lot of credit because he built an incredibly strong and reliable arm. And thank you, Rob, for getting this to us in a timely manner. There again, we have the RC component 240 ZAR wheel, in which I made a matching sprocket for it. We have a Gelfer blue brake line, which we feel really adds a lot of class to it because you have little indentations of blue throughout the bike. Sets it off, throws a little contrast, and everything just isn't blended together.
What about paint? What have we got there?
Well, our paint was done by Joe at JP Customs. What Joe did was ask the owner, Vic, to come in with his watch collection, and we also brought in a magazine called International Watch, and they went through, picked out some of the graphics they liked, some of the movements that he had, incorporated it all through the paint, so everything goes together. We have a nice watch band that flows through the middle with a nice face that goes on his solo cowl. Everything throughout the bike all jives together, all has similar colors, but still has enough contrast to make individual details come to life.
Who would you like to thank on this build?
Well, this build, naturally, I'd like to thank JDA Custom, my company, Joe at JP Customs, Mark and Cindy at Mark's Custom Auto Interiors for doing this beautiful crocodile seat, Rob at Voodoo Industries hooked us up with the sweet pipe, all the guys at Gelfer for their help with the brake lines, Rob at Roaring Toys, and the guys at RC Components.
If somebody'd like to get a hold of you, Josh, how would they do that?
Our website is www.jdacustom.com. Phone number is 815-485-8028.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.